Dear listeners, we are here today in Nairobi, Kenya with the CEO of KWAKOO Marketplace, Dr. Anthony Sent. He is going to be taking us through the evolution of cryptocurrency in Africa, and will also be telling us details of the Onyxcoin and Onyx Pay project. Dr. Anthony Sent, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Okay, thank you for giving us the opportunity today in Nairobi, Kenya to talk about cryptocurrency and the giant project that you put in place, KWAKOO Marketplace. We want to actually know from you, Dr. Anthony, where did this idea come from?
The idea of KWAKOO Marketplace came from the fact that we wanted to create a system that can move goods and services efficiently, faster across all Africa. And that was in the year 2013. But in 2013, we do not have the funds or the wherewithal to create such a wonderful product. And we had seen the success of electronic commerce from countries like America, Asia, like Alibaba, America, Amazon. And we also discovered in Africa, there is a lot of territory to be won and a lot of business to be created by allowing African products to be marketed properly, to be branded, bring on advertising on the online platforms. Just like Facebook has evolved into the biggest media company in the world right now through marketing and advertising by using a social networking model. So our plan was to create KWAKOO Marketplace to become Africa's indigenous Amazon, Alibaba, and also Google, a native search engine that can showcase Africa's ingenuity, production, goods, services, products, beauty, tourism, trade and commerce, all in one place on KWAKOO Marketplace.
We have understood that you are talking about KWAKOO Marketplace, which has to provide services like that of Jumia, services like that of Alibaba and Amazon. But in the same time, we are here listening you talking about Onyxcoin, which is a kind of cryptocurrency. Can you tell us and the world or Africans what this Onyxcoin is all about, Mr. Anthony?
Onyxcoin is a digital asset that was created for the purpose of facilitating universal payments. Now, when we tried to create KWAKOO, one of the challenges we discovered was we didn't have enough funding to create such a wonderful project or business, undertake it. So through a cryptocurrency like Onyxcoin from the year 2016, a lot of companies have been able to raise a lot of money by floating cryptocurrencies, or what we call initial coin offers. So we created two companies or two products that complement one another. One another is the product side of business, which is KWAKOO Marketplace. Then the other is the payment utility system, Onyxcoin. So Onyxcoin, the cryptocurrency, is able to allow people to pay for goods and services online using a digital asset like a cryptocurrency, and also be able to receive bonuses, discounts, and a lot of things across board all over Africa by deploying a cryptocurrency.
Yes, cryptocurrency, like you rightly said, Mr. CEO, Africa now being a continent that has been left behind for several years, and you coming up with this great idea of KWAKOO Marketplace and Onyxcoin as a cryptocurrency, what do you think will Africans or African countries to actually beat Jumia, to actually be able to beat Amazon, to actually be able to beat organizations or compete with organizations like Alibaba, knowing so well that the rate of illiteracy or access to internet remains a fundamental problem for Africans and African countries?
Well, when you look at the success of e-commerce, electronic commerce in these countries, it's also down to literacy, like he has said, but it's also down to what we call disposable income, the amount of money people have that they can spend. Now in Africa, the problem we don't have a lot of people who have money to spend online. So what we are doing, we want to get African products, the things they have already done, brand them, package them, and showcase them to the world at better value, and show the world that Africa can also produce, Africa can also manufacture. So we are on a long-term business process to change the way Africa does business. Africa must become a manufacturing continent. By doing that, we are going to add value to the things that we actually always export as raw materials. We can add value to our cotton, add value to our coffee, add value to our cocoa directly from Africa without selling it outside first, and then produce a lot of value for our products. By that, we'll allow our African people to have disposable income, the money they can spend online. So how are we going to compete and beat these other companies? Basically, we may not need to beat them, but what we are doing, we are bringing alternative ways of doing business in Africa. By doing that, we are opening markets, allowing people to have markets for access of goods and services all over Africa. And this is where Onyxcoin comes in. Onyxcoin is a settlement digital asset. It means someone can buy something in Cameroon and send it. Someone can order something from Cameroon and needs it in Kenya. And how do they process the payment? The payment can be processed instantly through our payment gateway called Onyx Pay. So Onyx Pay allows anyone in Africa to order for goods and services, sends money to the supplier sends the goods and services across Africa. So these two units complement one another. The payment gateway Onyx Pay, powered by Onyxcoin, and then Quaqua Marketplace.
Let me come back to KWAKOO. You actually mentioned that it is like a kind of an online platform where individuals or communities would be able to buy and sell on this platform. Okay, which implies that our fathers and our mothers who are in the hinterlands of Africa, they will be able to actually buy and sell their different commodities on this platform.
What we are looking at better, it's called innovation. We don't need to do what Amazon did, because what they did may not succeed in Africa because of internet penetration, the good roads, the infrastructure, the designated physical addresses. But what we intend to do, we intend to employ a lot of young people whom we call merchandisers. These young people will be well versed with technology. The old people down there in the village don't need to know anything about technology. All they need to know is that they can take our gadget, a tablet, go out there in the villages, in the remote villages, and show people the products and the unique discounts that are on offer in a given day. And the people out there can order their products online, being assisted by a merchandiser. We shall have local advertising on radio in indigenous languages. We shall have product promos going on in these various sectors, product promotions, marketing. So someone actually can walk into any KWAKOO outlet and pick their products offline. In other words, they don't even need to have a mobile phone sometimes. All they need to do is listen to someone or catch an advert, walk into any KWAKOO outlet and pick their products.
Okay, thank you, Mr. CEO again. Then English being the business language, we should not fail to understand that in Africa there are some countries that duly express themselves but in French language. How do you take this business in those French-speaking African countries? How does it work there?
Well, we also are cognizant of the fact that so many people may not speak English in Africa, and we all want the whole of Africa to come on board in this business. How are we going to successfully integrate these two languages together, the major languages in Africa, French and English? I think the best thing is on our platforms, we shall have, depending on which country, we shall translate these websites into the native languages where the people, the French language and then the English. Then also every country will work independent of the other country in terms of equity, in terms of the products in that country because of uniqueness. So these countries, as we grow, we shall have trained customer care representatives who are able to deliver service in either French or English depending on demand in those countries.
We started with Quaqua Marketplace and followed with Onyx Coins, and today we are actually talking about Onyx Pay. Onyx Pay, you said, will be functioning like the mobile money. Mobile money is what we locally know in our countries, whereby you send money from one area to the other. Is it that Onyx Pay will function like the MTN mobile money that we know in Cameroon, the M-Pesa that we know in Kenya, the Orange mobile money that we know in Cameroon, as well as what is functioning in other countries? Is it that Onyx Pay will function exactly like those mobile money companies?
Yes, Onyx Pay will function like mobile money, but even better. Better why? Because mobile money is localized in a certain country, whereas Onyx Pay will be international, cross-border payments. In other words, you can send money from anywhere in the world to anyone who is anywhere in the world. You can send money from London to Kenya, from Kenya to Miami, from Miami to anywhere else in the world at minimal costs. We are trying to reduce the cost of doing business, because people do business. That is common sense, common knowledge. But one of the greatest impediments to business is how the speed at which money moves across borders. Telegraphic transfer can take up to between 3 to 4 days. Other forms of payment take even longer. So by employing Onyx Pay, we shall be able to allow people to send money like mobile money, cash out to an agent who is both online and offline. And not only that, but they'll also be able to send money across borders from anywhere else in the world to Africa.
Those of us, those who are listening to us out there may be wondering how they can do to become part of this giant business adventure. So for one to be a member of KWAKOO business platform, or be a member of Onyxcoin, or actually be a partner of Onyx Pay, do you have an idea about how one can become a member?
Yes, I do. For you to become a member of our business, it's also important for you first to purchase our tokens or our coin, which is Onyxcoin. You simply go online on onyxcoin.io, Onyxcoin, Onyxcoin.io. Then you register your account there and you buy our tokens. Those tokens will allow you in the future, or in the very, very present future, to participate in our business for either sending money, buying goods and services, exchanging cryptocurrencies for fiat value and the like. So we are innovating to allow people to manage and be able to create wealth by moving goods and products powered by a cryptocurrency.
Okay, good. We are talking today in Nairobi, Kenya. Can you tell us the other countries that are represented?
Right now, the headquarters of our business is in Nairobi, Kenya, but we are also present in Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi, DRC Congo, Congo Brazzaville, Nigeria, Ghana, Cameroon, Ivory Coast, Zambia, Malawi, Swaziland, South Africa. We are present in all those countries right now.
What is then your relationship with the administrative, the governing bodies of these different countries? Because sometimes, in Africa, we have a lot of different laws that binds or actually controls some of our investment. You are coming, it is new, it is a new project you are bringing into Africa, and the project is here to actually change the way life is done in Africa, or actually to give an independence to the African continent. So how are you planning to actually handle all the administrative difficulties that may arise from the different countries?
Our business is decentralized. We are working mostly even through partners. Of course, there is a management structure in place, but we have partners. These partners know the laws of their country. These partners live in their countries. And these partners are the ones who will help us navigate the minefield of the legal entities that are in their countries. But most importantly, we want to be compliant. We want to work within the laws of those countries. And we also intend to be a taxable, corporately responsible company in any country in which you operate.
Digital marketing has come with several cryptocurrencies that has crashed in many African countries, and today we are talking about Onyxcoin. Which assurance are you giving those who are listening out there if Onyxcoin will not follow the example of BitClub, Bitwall, and so on?
Well, BitClub, Bitworld, and the like are not cryptocurrencies. They are simply investment programs built around cryptocurrencies. People must discover the difference. A cryptocurrency is like Bitcoin, Ethereum, something that has a verifiable blockchain infrastructure, a technology that you can verify, that guarantees security, that guarantees the security of people's money. When you buy Bitcoin, you already buy value, you're buying money. Now, when you look at a company like the ones that have been mentioned, BitClub and Bitworld and the like, there are simply programs created around a cryptocurrency. If you invest this amount, you get 1%, you get 2%, you get 3%. Now, the problem of those businesses, they are not sustainable, because how do you get 3% in a business that is not really doing anything? For example, if someone says they are in a mining company, if, for example, you buy a mining equipment for Bitcoin, it may take you close to 6 years to get back your money. Now, how will someone pay you 3% daily by mining Bitcoin? That simply tells you that business is already built on the premise of falsehood, on a lie. So it means you're going to lose your money. Now, Onyxcoin is a digital asset or a cryptocurrency like Bitcoin or Ethereum. It is not a program. It is a cryptocurrency we are building in Africa and loading it with service and utility. Onyxcoin is not going to stand in a speculative bubble. It will stand in the arena of service. We launched Onyx Pay, which can deliver money across borders. We are launching Quaqua Marketplace that can allow people to use Onyxcoin to buy goods and services online. We are launching Onyx Exchange, a digital asset manager that can allow people to trade Onyx with many other currency pairs all over the world. We shall have the Onyx wallet that can allow people to store cryptocurrencies on a wallet online on a mobile phone, which is like a bank or a store of value. So basically, we are building a lot of service and infrastructure on Onyxcoin.
Okay, you as an entrepreneur, African entrepreneur struggling to build a future of Africa, if you have an advice to give to other African entrepreneurs who are out there, what would you tell them?
Africa is a wonderful continent. There are so many opportunities out here. There are so many unexplored waters or territories. We need to keep dreaming. We need to work hard, and you need to believe that you can do what you are dreaming that you can do. The greatest advice I can give you is let people believe in what you're doing. Get people who believe in what you're doing. If you only dream and you don't get people to believe in what you're doing, then your dream is going to come to nothing, however brilliant it is. So let people buy in. Let people believe in what you're doing. Set up business plans that can convince people that what you're doing is genuine, and most importantly, don't be more greedy than the dream you have. You know, you can start small and keep on growing and growing until you become big.
Okay, tell us, is there any formal address where people can get to Quaqua Marketplace, Onyxcoin and Onyx Pay? If there is one, can you please tell the public?
Yeah, if you want to go to find out about Onyxcoin, you go to onyxcoin.io, www.onyxcoin.io. If you want to access Onyx Pay, you go to Onyx Pay, www.onyxpay.co. You can find our Onyx Pay website, register there, become an agent, become a super agent, and also open an account which can allow you to send money anywhere in the world. Then you can also get Quaqua Marketplace at www.quaqua.co.ke.
Dear listeners, we were talking to the CEO and founder of Quaqua Marketplace, Onyxcoin, and today Onyx Pay. The new dawn of Africa is here. Try to go online, you visit the different website, you try to look at what is happening. Africa is coming, and Africa will show you a new direction.